Hello my beautiful lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is all about you, Aquarius. That's right, this is your October 2020 pick a card reading. Now this month we're using a signifier. I'm using the Star card, your card, from the Major Arcana in the Vice Versa Tarot. Now the different and interesting thing about the Vice Versa Tarot is it shows the artwork not just on the front but on the back, and it has a somewhat different meaning on the back than it does on the front. On the front, this is a card of hope, a card of peace, a card of refilling your energy, helping to refill somebody else's energy. On the back side of the card, this is telling you that your prayers have been heard. Someone is watching out for you and helping you refill that energy. So we're using this signifier card to stand for you, my beautiful Aquarians. I have 3 piles before me. Before we get into this, I'm going to take a moment to ask that if you like these readings, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that bell icon so you can be notified of when I upload. And most definitely, drop me a line down below. I love talking with you guys. Now, everybody, each of the piles is going to get the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco and Jimmy Manton. So I'm pulling oracle cards for all of them, and this is the kind of artwork that you'll see in that deck. Pile number 1 is represented by an amethyst cluster and the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot by Rose Wright and Eugene Smith. Here's what the backs of the cards look like, and here's the example of the artwork you'll find inside. Here's the 3 of Pentacles, building a new project with others, creating, adding to your wealth, building a solid foundation. So pile number 1, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot and the Amethyst cluster. Pile number 2 is an Aquamarine and the Ghost Tarot by Davide, Corsi. And here's an example of the artwork you can see within. Here we have the Sun card, the card of Leo, a card of happiness, of hope, of the worst being behind you. Again, pile number 2, Ghost Tarot and an Aquamarine. Pile number 3 is represented by a clear quartz crystal and the Tarot of Haunted House by Sasha and Mirco Pierfederici. And here is an example of the artwork you will see in that. This is the Hanged Man, taking time out to look at things from a different point of view, getting somebody else's perspective on something, looking at things in a different way. Pile number 3, Tarot of Haunted House and clear quartz crystal. So go ahead and resonate on which pile's right for you. Timestamps are in the description box as well as in the comments down below. If you need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause that video and we're gonna get started. Pile number 1, my lovely Amethyst Aquarians. Let's see what October has in store for you. You chose the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. And let's see what we have going on. I hope September was kind to you. I hope you have been good in and of yourselves. I hope you have been able to get help when you need it and have been able to give help when you've been able to. I hope that only good things come your way this October and that you find some sort of joy somewhere in your life and are able to keep it there. I hope that we all find a little bit more happiness and good in the world in the coming years. And I hope that you guys know how special you are. You guys are really good at finding your way back to things, to people, to ideas. You know where you're going, and you have an inner guidance system that's better than most. I've never seen an Aquarian get lost. Merely maybe take a detour on their journey. You guys are super helpful and polite. You care about other people. You care about yourselves. You put a lot of energy into yourself and the world around you. And it's all good energy. With the Knight of Swords, yep, we have someone helpful. The Knight of Swords rushes into things, but he does so because he wants to help. He does that because he wants to jump in and save the day. So you have someone, or you are going to be saving someone, helping someone, or maybe someone's helping you in some way. Let's see. All right, deck, are you going to give up any other cards? Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This says things are turning in your favor. Next to the Knight of Swords, this is, this is a good thing. Someone's coming to help you and change things for the better in your life. And this could be something as simple as, you hook up a second cable box in the house and the cable guy's like, hey, let me hook you up with this deal and you'll save like $40 a month. All right. Can't get anything for 5 freaking minutes. Apparently it decided to all come at once. Isn't that how life works? Well, we start with the Two of Wands here. There's a decision that needs to be made. You need to look into the future and decide where you want to go. Look into the past and decide what you want to be for yourself. Where you've come from, where you're going, where you're at now, and how you can get to where you want to go. The Lovers card says that there is something that you absolutely love coming your way. This could be a person. This could be a thing. This could be a job, a car, a house, the perfect thing for you. You're getting an epiphany about that perfect thing or information about that perfect thing. The Five of Wands says that there is some conflict about it. Conflict resolution. This is like you really love that car and you make an offer and they're like, yeah, that'd be great. But then when you take it for the test drive, you hear a knocking and you're like, what's going on with that? And come to find out there's all kinds of things wrong with the engine, which had you not heard that knocking, and thought about that for the future, what that meant, you wouldn't be in a position to negotiate. You would have left with a lemon, if that makes sense. The Knight of Wands has you feeling upset and wanting to jump into something. But then when you get to the Eight of Wands right after it, this is you taking a step back and making sure that the message that you send is one that is representative of you and what you want to say. It's concise. It's maybe not polite, but maybe not wild orangutan throwing candles at people and stuffing their bodies in chimneys. There is something that you have to leave behind in the course of this, and that could be that anger, but we also have judgment here. So, maybe be careful not to judge them too harshly, or if, maybe don't judge yourself so harshly, or maybe remind them not to judge too harshly. But we have the Knight of Cups, so we have an offer that you love coming in, and with the Six of Wands, you are getting some recognition here. I'm going to ask for 2 more cards, please, so we can round out this reading lovely and evenly. All right. Your energy is that of the Hanged Man. You're going to be taking time out to look at things from a different perspective. You're going to be changing the way that you see something or somebody. Underneath the Nine of Cups, wish granted. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. Now you have the Two of Wands up here telling you that you need to look ahead and make a good decision for the future. With the Two of Swords in the reverse, it's almost like you're waiting for something. But you have all the information that you need. You're just waiting. And we have the World card here. So if you're waiting for the world to catch up with you, I don't think that's going to happen. The world's in a weird place right now. Look here. See, there we go. So we have your energy is to take a step back and look at things from a different perspective. There is either someone coming in to help you, or you're going to be helping someone this month. Things are working in your favor, but make sure you look long term at what you want for your life, at what is truly perfect for you, because it will be coming in, but you're going to learn something about it that makes it less perfect. However, that will give you a position possibly to bargain from for some of you, if you still want to. So take a step back and make sure that your response to this situation is favorable. You may have to leave behind any judgments or any nasty comments, and put the offer forward with a loving heart. Like, I love this car and I would love to have this car, but there's no way I'm taking a car when I don't know what the problems are. And when you've proved to me that you lied to me because you said this car was in great condition, but I hear this sound and the mechanic says, yeah, there's a knock in the engine. So, and here's them recognizing that. So you may have to hold off on making a decision of some kind, but it's going to bring you the world. Make sure that when you do make the decision, that you are as well informed about the situation as possible, that it is something that you really, really love and are into and is worth the hassle. Because this thing, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it is a job, whatever this thing is, it's coming in and it's going to upset plans that you had. But it might be upsetting them in a kind of better way for you. We have recognition here, and your outcome card is the World. The World is the major arcana end. That's having everything you wanted. And finished with the lessons, happily ever after. So we like a good happily ever after. The question is, why are you delaying that happily ever after with the Two of Swords here? So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to pull some oracle cards for you, my lovely Aquarians. And we're going to take a look at what this Two of Swords in the reverse means and what advice. We'll try to get 4 cards, 2 to mean give us some insight into that reverse Two of Swords, and 2 for just advice as to what to do. All right. Can you give me a couple of cards for my Aquarians? 2 of Swords in reverse. We want to know what that's about. And then, okay. 2 of Swords in reverse. The dawn, the light after the darkness. So again, things are working in your favor. This is, again, dawn right here. That's good. So this Two of Swords is you're kind of waiting for things to turn in your favor. And then when they turn in your favor, you're going to act, is kind of what I'm feeling. Or you're going to wait for the storm to pass before you go sailing, if that makes sense. This is more of a waiting than a putting off making a decision. You've got Apple here, risk versus reward. Or risk and reward, sorry. So there may be some... All right. Oh, we have another card that turned. Any others? No. All right. Bottom of the deck energy, death. The internal cycle begins here. There is change coming your way. But this is like a change that you are looking forward to. We have exploring wildness. You know, this is you learning something new and really like jumping in with both feet and feeling free in what you're doing. It's a risk versus reward type thing because maybe you guys don't have the money for this type of class, but it makes you feel free. If it brings you happiness, if it helps you out of a, you know, depressive state for some of you, it might be worth doing. Invisibility, authenticity. This means be yourself. Be honestly and truly, unrepentingly you. Well, okay, maybe not unrepentingly you, but be you. Don't worry about what this other person is doing or saying or dealing with. You are amazing. And good things are coming your way. Barmbrack. Sweetness and synergy. So, I mean, your outcome cards here are pretty, you know, if you're looking for an outcome, that's kind of a nice outcome to have here. Sweetness and synergy, the world at your feet. You know, there's change, but it's change for the better coming your way. And it's giving you a place to sort of bargain or negotiate. It may not even be like bargain or negotiate. It may just be like it's giving you a way in. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but you're getting recognition. You've got the world here as your outcome. The Hangman saying, change the way you're looking at things. There is change coming in your favor. Death says change is coming, whether you like it or not. And it's up to you whether it's going to be a good change or not. It really looks like it's going to be the good change. Dawn, the light after the darkness. The Wheel of Fortune here, this is taking place at dawn. We have the Eight of Wands taking place at dawn. So, I feel like a lot of good things are coming to light for you in the month of October, but it might be a thing or two that you're going to have to wait to act on, and you're not sure why, but as soon as it happens, you'll be like, oh, okay, that's why I had to wait, because I had to find out that the carburetor was bad on the car, because I had to find out that the septic field is leaking, stuff like that. You know, but when you get through this, again, you have the world. Good things are coming your way. Just be a little bit patient. Maybe get other people's points of view on things and realize things are turning in your favor. Something you love is coming your way, and it is something you're passionate about. So if you jump into it, make sure you look long term at what the consequences of that are. And as I pull, as the Five of Swords is there. So that is what I have for you, my gorgeous amethystine Aquarians. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my video, and I want to tell you that I think you're awesome. I think you're wonderful. I think you're amazing, and I hope you have a lovely October. If you are watching through, I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the oracle cards so that they're a little bit more shuffled up before we use them in the next reading. And that way, whoops, sorry about the loud noise there. That way they are ready to go. Let's see. All right. Yes, this is pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 2. My beautiful Aquamarine Aquarians. My lovely Ghost Tarot folk. Let us see what October is bringing your way. I hope September was polite to you. I hope it was good to you. I hope it brought you good news and happy times. I hope that you are able to find some really good things in every single day that brings you something to smile about, something to laugh about, something to enjoy in life. Because everybody should have that, I believe. It makes life worth living. Sometimes we realize that those things are things that we have to make for ourselves, those happy times and happy moments. And those tend to be some of the best and most lasting ones, I feel. Alright, my lovely, wonderful Aquarians, you guys are so awesome. You bring a lot of hope to this world, and I appreciate you for it. Alright, we're starting out with the Three of Cups. So there is a celebration going on, but you're kind of feeling it a lack, a little bit of a loss. Maybe you're not going to the celebration, or maybe you, there was a celebration, but it was canceled because of things. And you were really looking forward to it. I'm sorry if that's the case. We have Justice here, the card of Libra, that says that things are going to work out in your favor. It's possible the dance will be rescheduled at a time that's actually better for you. The Knight of Swords says that this is something that is really helpful, or there will be a message that is really helpful on its way to you that allows you to sort of grieve and mourn and let go of the idea of this thing that you were excited about. And if it's not about a high school thing, I will take a better look as soon as all the cards are down. So the Nine of Cups talks about a wish being granted. This is something you've wanted. And then Judgment. Something from the past that you thought finished comes back to life. Being careful not to be so judgmental of other people. Being careful not to be so judgmental of yourself. With Justice here, you could be getting a favorable judgment. The Seven of Swords talks about something being stolen from you. It's possible some of you are going to be going to court to recover something that was stolen, like creative rights in some way, shape, or form. We have the Three of Cups starting things out, saying that there's either a celebration or there is a third-party situation happening. And in this third-party situation, or in this celebration, you're feeling a little bit at a lack. You're feeling like you're not really there, you're not really involved, you're not really a part of things. And you're not sure what to do about that, but you want it to be fair. You want it to be just. You want everybody to have their own chance to speak up. And, you know, in that case, you kind of have to say goodbye or get over the idea that you don't have the opportunity to speak up. Like, this is you realizing you're in a situation where you're feeling like you can't say anything. And then you kind of realize, wait a minute, yes, I can. I'm equal to these people. I'm just as good as these people. I can say whatever I want. And you say what you need to say. You get over that. You say what you need to say. And it possibly brings something good your way. Maybe you're speaking out against somebody who stole something from you creatively. Again, if that's the case, it's looking good. It's looking like it's coming out in your favor. If this is about a relationship, it is very possible that you and your other half are separated and you're considering divorce. You may think that there's a third party, that there's somebody else coming into the situation, or there may in fact be a third party, somebody else has come into the situation. But it's kind of going to spur you on to letting go of that person or that job or that whatever that is. And it's going to bring you forward to something that is meant for you. Something that maybe you once thought lost, something that maybe you thought was taken from you, or was something that you could not have, but you're learning that you can. If you are looking for work in the month of October, you might be feeling the lack financially. Don't be afraid to ask for government assistance. I feel like some of you are too, like, this card also speaks of pride. So it's saying, you know, be careful not to be too prideful. If you need help, say goodbye to that pride. Ask for help. It may be exactly what you need to get through. And there's no shame in that. You're not stealing it from anybody. It's there to help. And, you know, you can pay it forward one day. So let's go ahead and see what these cards have to say about what's going on here. It's possible, if it's regards to a relationship, that there is a third-party situation that has you just feeling lost and empty and like you're really not attached. There may be a divorce here because of this person, but you're kind of starting to get over it in October, and you're getting a present from the universe because you have acted in such an upstanding way. Like, you may have felt the lack and they may have hurt you, but you never did like the revenge thing. You were really like, well, you were really, really good. So you're getting a gift from the universe. They know something was stolen from you. They're bringing you something better. You know, they're bringing something back to life for you. Something better, something, you know, this could be, hey, you know, you've always wanted to go to college and pursue this career, and this is you getting the finances or something in the mail about financial aid that spurs you to do it, that leads to a better, happier life. It could also be that somebody comes and stands up for you, and in that moment, you realize what a jerk this other person is, and you're like, goodbye, I don't need you anymore. And this is you. The wish granted is you understanding just how amazing you are and just how much power you have in this world. I got a couple that jumped. I have more than a couple that jumped. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Witch. The earthly weaver of the worlds. You're going to be able to pick and choose how this goes for you. And that is going to be nice. All right. So we're going to start this way. First out came zombie control. This could be you taking control of the situation. This could be you feeling a loss of control in regards to the situation. This could be you having your control taken away in this situation. If someone you love is in a third-party situation and, you know, you're feeling that lack, but you don't want to be in a third-party situation, so you walk away, or you get a divorce, you're doing the right thing. You don't want to be there. They're obviously not happy. You guys don't want to work on it. Then you're doing the right thing by saying goodbye and moving forward. Again, it's bringing you a gift. This is you taking control of the situation. They also took control of the situation by doing this and walking away. Black Cat, fortune meets opportunity. This has come out a few times this month for a lot of signs. The Lamp, remembrance. Okay, with fortune meets opportunity and judgment and the Nine of Cups and justice, we have winter, the sacredness of pausing, and midnight, the most magical hour of all. I kind of feel like someone from your past is coming back. They found out about the divorce, and they're coming back because they want to rekindle things with you. Or it's possible that you're in a situation, you're in a celebration, a reunion or something, where you run into somebody that hears about your divorce and is like, oh, hey, you know, I always had a crush on you, but I always felt like you were, you know, taken from me. Like I didn't have this opportunity with you. Isn't that funny? And you're like, huh, that is funny because I always had a crush on you. By the way, I'm divorced. Oh, really? I'm single too. Fortune meets opportunity. You remember this person, what they're like. They're a good person. You like them. They're, fortune meets opportunity. You've taken some time away and you're just enjoying it. You're creating your own life now, and it's beautiful. So some of you are getting divorced in October. Some of you are, this isn't about divorce at all. This is about, maybe you guys have been going out a lot. If you're with someone, you guys have been going out a lot and you've kind of been feeling like a lack of one-on-one time. This gets balanced out. They want to be with you. So they say goodbye to like the nightlife for a little bit and you get your wish granted. You guys are hanging out and that sort of spark bursts back to life. But you have to kind of give up control in the fact that you have to ask for what you want in order to gain some control. And, I feel like some good things are coming your way because you're able to understand what you want and you're able to ask for it outright. Because you're creating what you want to see. Some of you were in a third-party situation that ended. You chose someone, and you're not sure if they're the right person for you or not. It seemed like they were at the time because they always kind of stuck up for you, but now you're kind of having a little bit of regret, a little bit of grief about things. You kind of have to decide what it is that you want. What is your deepest desire? What is your most ardent wish? And no judgments here. You may have thought that this thing has been taken from you, but you may have to take control in this situation. Fortune meets opportunity. If you run into an ex that you can't stop thinking about and have been thinking about for 20 years, say something. How's it going? How you doing? Good to see you. Open a line of communication. Maybe you can have them in your life as a friend. Doubtful. If you've got feelings like that over a period of time like that, friends doesn't usually do the trick. So just, take some time out and think about what you truly want, what this relationship truly has to give. For some of you, that's including family relationships. For some of you, there's a family relationship that you're kind of deciding you may want to be cutting ties on because you feel like they've just taken from you and never given back. You're not being judgmental about it, but good things are going to come your way because you're taking the time to acknowledge the bad. I mean, and there is some bad in this situation. You're feeling a lack. You're grieving. You have 2 5s here. And, something once thought dead comes back to life. There's a feeling of being cheated, of being stolen from, of being taken advantage of. So I kind of feel like some of you are dealing with past pain, past regret, your shadow side. That might be what the sacredness of pausing is. If you're having a rough time, if you're going through bad memories, if you're going through what you've lost, the things you're lacking, the things you're missing out on, it can always be good to take a step away from that kind of viewpoint and try and find some good, try and find something to be happy about, something to wish for, something to shoot for, something to aim for, so that you don't feel a complete and utter lack, completely broken and mourning and heartbroken. But there is some manner of gift coming your way. So you get to decide what kind of life you want to have. And I feel like, Aquarius, you guys are going to be very fair and balanced in the month of October in a way that's going to benefit you greatly. There may be something that you're saying goodbye to, a friend, a job, a neighbor, something like that, but it's going to bring you something more, something you thought you couldn't have, something you thought was taken from you. So that is what I have for you, gorgeous Aquamarine Aquarians. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my readings. And I hope that October brings you good things. And I hope that this morning, that this lack is you understanding what has happened in your life and what you want in your life and moving forward to a better place where you can have all of your wishes granted, to a place in your life, in your mind, where you're happy, because you deserve that, Aquarius. You guys are amazing. You're beautiful and you're wonderful and you deserve all the best this world has to offer. And that is just facts. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. For those watching through, we're just going to go ahead and do that same shuffling again before we hit the third and final pile for Aquarius. I hope that you have enjoyed the reading. I hope it has been insightful for you. I hope it has been helpful in some way, shape, or form. And I hope that October opens up some sort of amazing gift your way that lasts you for a good long time and allows you to maybe gift to others as well if you choose. Because I feel like Aquarius doesn't get enough good luck in their lives sometimes. All right. Pile number 3. My lovely clear quartz crystal Aquarians. My beautiful tarot of haunted house folk. Let us see what October has in store for you. I hope September has been good to you. I hope that October is good to you. I hope you find only good things coming your way. Good people, good jobs, good friends, good cars, good apartments, houses, what have you. I hope you're able to find some money that you didn't expect to come into. And I hope it brings you something that brings you a lot of joy, because you guys deserve a lot of joy. You put a lot of joy, a lot of hope into this world, and you deserve it back. All right, let's get started, Aquarius. We start out with the 4 of Cups. Feeling a little depressed, a little down, possibly feeling sick. Not seeing what's on offer, but there is an offer coming your way. You may not see it just yet, but it's coming. Actually, for some of you, it's already there. You just haven't seen it, or you're not sure of it. We have the Temperance card. It came out in the reverse. Temperance is about controlling your emotions. In the reverse, it's about tantruming. Some of you could be dealing with bipolar disorder when you have, these 2 cards in these positions next to each other. That's one thing that springs to mind. Another thing is you're in one of those bad luck runs where you're just hurting. We have the Moon here telling you to pay attention to your dreams. If you want signs, ask for them. You will get them. But with the 4 of Cups and Temperance in reverse, it's almost like there's something you're refusing to see because you don't wanna, like that kind of feeling. The Chariot says something is coming in quickly. This is a victory, though. This is good news. But you're worried, so maybe it's not good news. But it is a victory of some sort coming in quickly. A message, maybe some travel. You have 3 major arcana in the middle of your reading. Temperance in the reverse, which speaks of not being able to control your emotions, of having a really rough time socially. We have the Moon telling you to trust your intuition. We have the Chariot saying something is coming in. We have the 9 of Swords talking about stress. We have the Page of Pentacles saying there may be something new that you're learning. You may be taking some new classes. The Three of Pentacles talks about building something, building a solid foundation with somebody, building something within a community, working within a community. And the King of Wands is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is someone charismatic and charming. Someone you could see a passed out woman with bite marks on her neck, and this guy's got blood running down his mouth, and he's like, she's perfectly fine. And you're like, okay, she's perfectly fine. That kind of charming. That is your outcome card. So I feel like it's also passion. We have the Hierophant here talking about an authority figure. You could be having a difficult time right now. Something could have happened that caused you a lot of pain and stress and fear. You could be dealing with learning something about yourself for the first time, learning about your family, your friends, your network, something bad. And if that's the case, I'm going to suggest, because the cards have suggested with the Hierophant here, that you talk to someone. With the Temperance card here, if you see Temperance upright, is her talking to the barman or barwoman, barkeep, what have you, about what's going on, about their feelings, their thoughts, their emotions. I feel like the cards are telling you you may want to talk to somebody about that. For those of you that that does not ring true with, there's just an opportunity being offered to you that you're just kind of like meh about. You don't have any strong emotions one way or the other. Trust your intuition on the offer. If you think it's going to be something that brings you victory, go for it. If you think it's something that's going to keep you up at night stressing, maybe don't worry about it. Do a little bit more research into it and the community around it, the people that work there, things of that nature. If it becomes something that you're passionate about, it might be worth committing to. So, for those of you looking for work, trust your gut. You're feeling a lot of stress about this. There may be something like adjacent to what you do that could bring you a little bit of happiness and some financial success while you're waiting to get into your line of work. Like if you're a special effects artist and you're good with makeup, maybe you work at like a makeup place or as a professional makeup artist for celebrities or influencers or something for a little bit before you can, you know, break out into what you really want to do. But I see you building a community here and something that you're passionate about. And yeah, building that community may bring you a little bit of stress, but there's a lot of victory here. So trust your intuition. I do feel like this is something you're going to want to commit to. Just be very careful about how you first come across with this thing. Because I think when it's first offered to you, you're just like, meh, whatever, not a big deal. We have Vampire, Emotional Intelligence. So, like, if an author is offering you their book and you're a, you know, producer, you know, be very polite in your rejection because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Especially not close to Halloween. We have Winter, the sacredness of pausing. If there's a decision that needs to be made, something that's causing you stress, you may want to take some time out and think about it before you go. We have Dawn, the light after the darkness, right underneath your stress card there. So that sounds like some good things are coming your way there. And we have the Witch, the earthly weaver of worlds. This is you taking control of the situation and changing it for the better. We have Forgiveness, reducing burden. Now, at the bottom here, we have Night Song, hidden talents. So that's your energy. You are the hidden talents in this. And the forgiveness may not be you forgiving someone or someone forgiving you. This could be just, you know, someone says, forgive my mess. And you're like, all right, no big deal. That's a form of forgiveness. This could be you getting forgiveness for a police officer that pulls you over. But you're creating something. You're creating something good for yourself. Something solid, something that makes you feel good emotionally, physically, and mentally. Because in the beginning of October, you may be in a rough spot. You may be feeling a little low. You may be feeling a little unenthused about life, about things. But I feel like something happens that gets you in tune with that. Could be the full moon. But like right after that happens, it's like victory. Yeah, there's a little stress, but you're learning something new. So that's always a little stressful. But you're building something that you're really passionate about, something that you're committed to, something that is going to be helping you in the long run. And it's something that you're very talented at. So that is what you need to know, my gorgeous Aquarians. And these guys are very important, I feel. So I want you to pay close attention to what these have to say. Dawn, the light before, or the light after the darkness. The witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Forgiveness, reducing burden. So you're creating a new life for yourself that's just better, brighter, with more opportunities. And I don't know what's going on for you in October, but it is changing your life in a way that is bringing you a lot of joy and possibility. And yeah, a little bit of stress, but you're going to deal with that no problem because you're pretty freaking amazing. So that is what I have for you, my lovely Aquarians. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. I want to thank you for watching my readings, for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and just for being downright awesome. I love you, Aquarius. Have a good October. Bye.